Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about life path numbers and the significance that life path numbers have. I've discovered that not very many people really know about life path numbers and just numerology in general. So your life path number is the most significant of all of the personal numbers. I will make more videos talking about all the other numbers that you have. So your life path number will sort of determine what kind of path that you're going to walk in life, what certain challenges and lessons that you'll face, and what kind of skills and talents you possess to overcome these challenges. So you calculate your life path number by reducing all of the numbers in your date of birth down to a single digit. So I've got my handy dandy little whiteboard. So let's say, for example, your birthday is the 12th of March, 1991. So you would add the 1 and the 2 together to make a 3. Add the other 3. And then you would add the 1 and the 9, 10, 1 and the 9, another 10, 20. But we're just going to keep that as a 2 because we don't need the 0. So you would be a life path 8. Now, if you're a life path 11, 22, or 33, you don't reduce it down to a single digit because those are what's known as a master number. If you're a life path 10, reduce down to life path 1. So if you are a life path 1, life path 1s are the most individual of the group. They are the most independent was the word that I was looking for. They're most independent of the life path numbers. They are very, very good at coming up with new ideas. They're very innovative and they're very creative and very much have a way of seeing things from a different perspective and have a way of coming up with ideas that are very much out of the box or kind of left field, and may find themselves drawn to certain out there careers, if that makes sense. They make very good business people. They're very good in managerial roles or in self-employment. They have like this natural air of authority and charisma about them that people really respect about them. And they're just very, very independent, very unique, and very hardworking and loyal people. Life path 1s, when they're out of alignment though, they can become too enthralled in the work. They can start to feel stuck or lost. They can be very indecisive. They can have trouble going after their goals in life. Can become quite impatient or controlling. And it's a life path 1's main purpose to discover themselves and discover what they love to do in life and go for it despite the opinions of other people. Like I said, you might be interested in going for a career that's very out there, and other people may tell you, you can't do that, that's etc., for whatever reason. It's up to a life path 1 to stick to that and stick to those goals that they have for themselves and really discover what makes them them and embrace that independence, embrace that individuality, and stand up for that. So if you're a life path 2, life path 2s are very people orientated. They very much prefer a we attitude over an I attitude. Very, very much prefer to be in a partnership, in a relationship, than being single. Usually we'll have either a big group of friends or very close friends. Very social, very loving, very gentle, kind people, and very much love everything to do with home and family. And they like to feel very needed and appreciated. And, they're very willing to go the extra mile for somebody else. You may find as a life path 2 that you take on a natural counselor role, that you're a natural mediator in other people's lives, whether this is actually a career and you're a counselor, a therapist, etc., or whether you just naturally do this for your friends and family. You will have a habit as a life path 2 of giving more than you take, and giving more of yourself away, more of your energy away than you accept off other people, and therefore have lower boundaries and lower self-worth because of it. But life path 2 is very gentle, very loving people, very kind and considerate, and just very good-natured people. It's very important for them to focus on themselves once in a while, though, and focus on what makes them happy, and taking time out for themselves. And yeah, what they're here to do is be that natural mediator for other people. You might be somebody that absolutely hates conflicts, hates arguments, hates anything like that, but it is kind of your role to be that person to stand up and deliver that justice talk, stand up and speak whatever's true in the situation and balance out the emotions and arguments that are going on, and bring peace and harmony back into situations and people's lives. So if you're life path 3, life path 3s are natural entertainers and communicators. Life path 3s love to socialize, spend time with family, friends. They're very naturally gifted in the creative arts. They will very easily pick up skills such as, music, art, writing, dance, singing, acting, etc., etc. Anything creative, they just will naturally pick it up and naturally flourish at it. My dad's a life path 3. He, at 50 odd years old, just taught himself at home how to play guitar. He's scrapped that, and now he's doing photography, and he's an awesome photographer and just so naturally gifted at it. And so if you do not have a creative hobby or anything like that, but it's something that you want to do it, because you will be really grateful that you started it. One of the challenges for life path 3s is to ensure that because they're very good natural communicators, is to ensure that they don't take part in gossip and criticism, and they use these natural talents for upliftment and positivity and encouragement instead. When they're out of alignment, life path 3s can have a bit of a lack of discipline, maybe focus too much on social aspects of life, can be a bit insecure, really worried about what other people are thinking and saying about them. But it's very important for life path 3s to focus on what they want to achieve in their life, what they want to create for their lives, not get caught up in escapism, learn to trust themselves, and learn to spread positivity. They make very good public speakers, life path 3s. Like I said, naturally communicative. Is that word? That's a word. Spread positivity, spread encouragement. Life path 4s are known as the worker bees. Life path 4s are very hardworking, very dedicated, very much strive to be the best they can be at whatever they're doing. Fantastic work ethic. They're very reliable, very responsible. Whatever they set their mind to, they will achieve. If you tell a life path 4 they can't do something, they'll tell you to watch me and go do it. They need to learn not to take life so seriously. It's not so stressful. Life is fun as well. Don't get too caught up in the serious aspects of life. Life path 4s will usually have to build their life from the ground up. Doesn't necessarily mean you will be born into a bad life or anything. It just means that you will probably have to build your own career, start at the bottom and work your way up. In terms of finances as well, you may not be born, you may be, but you may not be born into a necessarily very wealthy family. You may have to work for your own money. You may have to work for your physical aspect, your physical body, your physical life, work on your emotional stability as well, work on your spiritual stability. all that kind of stuff. They're natural builders and workers. When a life path 4 is out of alignment, they can be very lazy, very unproductive, literally the exact opposite of all the things I've just been saying. They can sort of feel like they're stuck in a rut and out of alignment, stuck and uninspired. It's very important that a life path 4 follows what they love and does a career that's creative for them. That saying, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That is extremely important for life path 4s. If you are settling in a career that you are not happy with, you will start to take on some of these out of alignment qualities and be uninspired and unproductive and unmotivated. So follow your passions and do what you love and show the world that you can create any life that you want to create. If anyone can achieve anything, it's a life path 4. So next is life path 5s. Life path 5s are the freedom lovers. They love anything to do with excitement and change, and they're just very flexible. They may change their careers often. They may change hobbies. They may change relationships. They may be a little bit slow to start up a relationship, to commit to a relationship, to commit to a new area of study, commit to a new job, etc. But, once they are committed, they are there. They're very spontaneous, very outgoing, love the outdoors, love excitement, love adventure, love new things. They do very well in careers such as sales, PR, public speaking, etc., etc. They're just very good at being out there, very confident, outgoing people. Very natural, just talkers as well. When a life path 5 is out of alignment, they can be a bit irrational, indecisive, very spontaneous, very reckless, and very undecided about what they want to do in life. It's very important that life path 5s just embrace that change. They are here to show the world that change is not a bad thing, and that freedom and change is what's needed in life sometimes. So life path 6s are like the most gentle, loving souls. They're always there to help you out, always there to lend a hand if you need them, always there to be a shoulder to cry on. Very compassionate, very natural healers, very loving people. They love animals, nature, Mother Earth, everything like that. They always love to see their friends happy and love to be of assistance of other people. They can tend to be perfectionists and overgivers as well, just like life path 2s. Life path 2s, 6s and 9s are overgivers. They're very, very much natural healers, but they can also have a tendency to want to interfere in other people's lives. Be too helpful, too you need to let other people deal with things on their own sometimes, and sort of learn the difference between interfering and being of assistance. When a life path 6 is out of alignment, they can be quite inconsiderate, quite unloving, quite harsh, very unbalanced, very selfish, but life path 6s usually are very, very loving, very kind people. They are here to learn all kinds of lessons about love, whether that is self-love, love for other people, love for the world, love for those in need, just anything to do with love. Life path 6s are here to learn because they have big hearts. So life path 7s are the most spiritual of the numbers. Life Path 7s are natural wisdom seekers. They naturally want to learn about how everything ticks, whether it is the world, whether it is human beings, whether it is machines, the animal world, plants, anything. They want to know how things work, and they will very naturally just want to learn everything about anything. They will naturally be drawn to things of like a mystical nature. Like I said, they're the most spiritual ones, so they will naturally be drawn to spiritual stuff, things that are maybe considered a bit taboo, things like that. They're very, very good intuition, and can be very like naturally psychic and stuff like that, and just have a different perspective on the world, have a more spiritual perspective on the world than other people. It's very important for 7s to practice meditation or yoga or stuff like that, and learn to slow down that mind and be careful of overthinking. 7s usually need time to recharge from the hecticness of life. They can quite easily absorb the energy of others around them and of what's going on in the world. So they need to take time to recharge on their own, spend some alone time, and like I said, meditation, yoga, etc. like that. When out of alignment, 7s can be very ungrounded, unsure of themselves, untrusting, superstitious, indecisive. But 7s are here to learn how to go within and find their own spiritual truth and learn what's right for them and seek answers to the mysterious universe, and then teach that to others as well. Life Path 8s. Life Path 8s are master manifestors. Life Path 8s are naturally very business people. They naturally just have abilities to create abundance and wealth in their life. They're just natural leaders, naturally hardworking. They very much can create their reality with what they think and what they say. So must be very, very mindful of this, because they can also be polar opposites. They can be very bad with money. They can be just not very good at manifesting. They can usually think of worst case scenarios and stuff like that. So need to be very mindful of what you think and what life you're creating for yourself, because you have very, very high opportunities of being very wealthy and very successful in your life if you remain positive and optimistic about what you can create. They do really well with they do really well in businesses where they can either be the manager, they can work for themselves, they don't have to, if they don't have somebody who's above them in any way. And yeah, they do very well in careers like that, not letting other people rule them. When out of alignment, they can have a lack of inspiration, be uninspired, I've just said lack of inspiration, have a very much lack mentality, be an underachiever, and can be quite manipulative. They're here to learn about personal power. Like I said, learning about creating your reality. They're here to also learn about manipulation, to not be a manipulator or to not be manipulated by other people. Very good at getting what they want in life, Life Path 8s, or very bad at getting what they want in life. It's kind of like a Gemini quality. So if you are a Gemini, which I do have a Gemini friend who's a Life Path 8, it can be very hard to balance this duality. So this is what you're here to learn. You're here to learn about your personal power. Life Path 9s. 9s are natural healers. They're the caretakers of the world. They are naturally gifted in careers like medicine, holistic work, holistic spiritual healing, energy healing. Even if they're not, they're just very naturally healing people. They make the best of friends to have, very generous, overgivers like life path 2s and 6s. Need to learn how to take that time for themselves. They can be people pleasers as well. They're very generous with their money, very generous with their time, and again, need to learn how to take that time for themselves. Life Path 9s are here to meet a wide range of people. They're here to meet all kinds of people, learn about them, understand them, learn to be less judgmental, and learn to understand themselves as well. And learn about patience and everything. When a life path 9 is out of alignment, they can be a bit aggressive, a bit selfish, unloving, very judgmental, very critical of what other people are doing, but overall very loving, very kind people. Life Path 11s. Now, Life Path 11s, sorry about that. Life Path 11s are a higher vibration of Life Path 2. So if you're an 11, go watch Life Path 2 first, because you need to master the qualities of Life Path 2 in order for you to start embracing your qualities of Life Path 11. Life Path 11s are natural teachers, natural inspirational teachers. Here to accumulate a lot of wisdom and then impart that onto others. They're here to discover their own personal truth and help other people find their own personal truth. They make fantastic spiritual teachers because imparting their wisdom is just something that they are just very naturally good at. They're considered the most intuitive of all of the numbers, the most psychic of all the numbers as well. They run on very high voltage energy and so need to learn to ground themselves and take time for themselves and balance their energy. Good practices like meditation and yoga and, taking nice walks and stuff like that, exercise, very important for Life Path 11s. It can become very focused on the spiritual world though and neglect their 3D world and become quite ungrounded and a bit disillusioned. So it's very important to remain focused on the material world as well as the spiritual world. You're here to sort of learn how to balance healthy self-esteem and learn all there is to learn about the world and help other people discover their own truth. And learn about all the qualities of Life Path 2 and master all of those things first. That's when all of your Life Path 11 qualities will start to come out even more. Life Path 22s. Life Path 22s are the higher vibration of Life Path 4. So if you're 22, go watch Life Path 4 first, because you must master all of the qualities of Life Path 4 before your qualities of Life Path 2 will start to come out. Life Path 2s are the master builders. They're very good at creating anything they want in their life. They're very forward thinkers, they're very dedicated, they have very high ideals for what they want to achieve in their life. They are natural leaders. They've got very natural gifts of intuition and inner knowing and know how to use that to create what they want. However, because of this, Life Path 2s can also have a tendency for a fear of failure, a lack mentality, don't speak up for what they want in their life, and just have a fear of failure, and so miss out on opportunities. They need to learn to overcome their insecurities and learn to allow others to assist them in creating the life they want. You know, you don't need to take on everything yourself. Allow your friends and family to help you. Don't be afraid of telling your friends and family what you want in your life, what you want to create, and be fearless with going for that. You know, try new things, fail forward, you know, take those steps. If you failed, then you know it doesn't work. You know a different way to create it. At least you tried. You know, have that mentality. Life Path 2s have the ability to be very, very successful, providing they first master all of their Life Path 4 qualities as well. Now, finally, we have Life Path 33s. 33s are the higher vibration of Life Path 6. So if you're a Life Path 33, watch Life Path 6 first, and then once you've mastered all those qualities, that's when your Life Path 33 qualities will start to come out. So Life Path 33s are the master healers. They are very good at energy healing, crystal healing, spiritual work, doctors, nurses, you know, holistic stuff, herbalists, etc., physiotherapists, psychiatrists, all that kind of stuff, just natural healers. They're very good with the creative arts. They're very good at music, writing, anything that allows themselves to express themselves in a creative way. They're very natural teachers, just very multi-talented. Life Path 33s are very, you know, very loving, very kind, very selfless. But because of those Life Path 6 qualities that they have, they again are overgivers and tend to want to overgive when not needed and sort of force their help on other people in a way. But a Life Path 33 is the rarest of all the numbers as well. And it's very difficult for people to have a Life Path, well, they're just rare. It's not very common that people have a Life Path 33. So you have a very, very good energy about you. When out of alignment, you can be a bit of a perfectionist, you could be overly critical, you can be underachieving, and you can be quite selfish as well. So it's very important for a Life Path 33 to master all the qualities of Life Path 6, and once you've done that, all your qualities of Life Path 33 will come out, and I guarantee you'll be in the healing profession. Okay? So that's it. Thank you for the video. If you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments, or please just leave me a thumbs up or anything. Thank you.